Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Ace Noir Media Channel, and today we're going to be going in on my top 4 reasons why I hate PSA, and I'm also going to give you guys a little extra tidbit for my opinions on PSA bootlickers. So let's get active. Let's get into it. First things first, you charge way too damn much for grading. All right, now in this box I have a Mega Gardevoir from the Mega Symphonia Japanese set. Um, and it is a tag 9, and it barely missed being a tag 10 due to centering, but everything else is perfect. So since I'm out here in Tokyo currently, I was thinking, you know what, this would be a cool content piece to go to PSA Lounge in Akihabara and figure out like how this whole in slab review process goes, and try to have them do that, record it, and make some content out of it. Well, I go there. One, you can't record in PSA Lounge, so that's more of an inconvenience than it is like a knock, like a hard knock. But second thing is, after got it all boxed up and ready to go, um, I paid for the express, which is supposed to be like a month or less. But they said, "Oh, we're backed up right now, so you're gonna be at least 2 months out." I was like, "That sucks." And I was like, "Oh, how much money is it gonna be?" They're like, "Oh, it's gonna be $113." I was like, "Yeah, you guys got me fucked up. Ain't no way, dog. Ain't no way, bro." Comparison for my tag submission, right? All my tag submissions actually, because I did them all in one bulk thing. It's $20 a card, 10-day turnaround, right? Like I mean, that do I need to say anymore? Like that right there, I was like, yeah, dude, I'm not gonna pay. I'm not gonna pay more money for worse service, and that's just, well, I'm just gonna leave it at that. So that's number one. You charge way too damn much for your grading services. Okay, so going in to number two of my points, charging people extra money when their cards get graded at higher rates. That's some goddamn bullshit, and you know it. And the fact that you guys have a monopoly over this whole thing is the reason why you can get away with it. And that's like no other grading company does that. Like that is uniquely a PSA issue, and I got problems with you over that. Like that is absolutely just unethical and corrupt and wrong, especially when you control most of the market. Like, there's a direct conflict of interest there, and it's just like it's also an unrealized gains and an arbitrary market where that price that lets you say that the market value is may or may not even be what the card sells for, because there's deals that happen under the table and all kinds of things that's unaccounted for, and they were just really going off of eBay sales and TCG player, and like, you want to charge more people more for that, which leads me to my third point. You don't even grade the cards perfectly. Like you're grading. The fact that you could charge somebody extra money if their card goes up in value, you charge people so much money for grading the cards in the first place, it's like, you better be damn near flawless. Like and you're not. That's the thing. There's a reason why people say PSA stands for please submit again. You can't have faulty grading and like inconsistent standards and then charge people the kind of money that you do, and then demand arbitrary, like secondary market, like kickbacks off of that. That just don't make any kind of sense. Like, it's so corrupt and so foul and so wrong. And I want to point it out and scream it to the high heavens, and hopes that other people feel the same way that I do, and there's some type of change, and people just decide enough is enough, because it's a bunch of bullshit, and I'm done with it. I've been done with it since I got back into the hobby. That's why I don't grade with PSA. I'm gonna be a tag guy all my life, unless God forbid, knock on wood, that they do something unethical that makes me have to switch sides. But yeah, so yeah, that's absolute horse shit that you do that. And we know it. And like, I'm gonna get to you PSA bootlickers, because it's all gonna tie together, because I know people will try to apologize for that, but no, save it, because I got some belt for that ass. Number four, scandal, and it all layers together. Scandal and corruption. We all know about the recent GameStop thing where the guy submitted his cards and you guys bought them back at nines, and then they made a big buzz on the internet about you grading them back up as tens. And if that post hadn't gone viral, I doubt anything would have been done. Like, if that guy hadn't drawn the eyes of the whole entire internet, I doubt anything would have been done. And it's a damn shame that that's what it requires in order to get the right thing done, because that makes me question now, all these things considered, the integrity of the entire company. How do I know that this isn't happening in the dark, or this has happened in the dark before? Who's going to stop you because you have a monopoly? What entity is going to audit you? Nobody outside of yourselves. Why would you report yourselves as doing wrong? It would go against your shareholder primacy and your bottom line. It's just, you know what I mean? Like, it's just too much. Like, it's just, the fact that you now have your talents in GameStop, and you can buy back 9s and 8s. Who's going to stop you from great? And then you control the arbitrary market. You charge people more for it. Bruh. So, I digress, man. And here's my free chicken for you guys now. I'm about to put some belt on you PSA bootlickers. You people that like to drag me for tag and be like, oh, well, I don't know if tag's going to be around it. Look, I love the fact that tag at least gives you data and lets you know why. I get a 3D imaging scan of my card. I get, I get the centering. I get information. It's not just, trust me, bro. I love the affordability. I love the turnaround time. Is it perfect? No. Is any card grading company? No. But I think that there's no other company doing what they're doing, and I'm willing to invest in that, as opposed to, I think that they're doing a better job than PSA. Like, I think as far as my money being spent, the quality of grading that I get is better by far on average. All right. So getting to you folks, you know how I view you? I view you folks who are married to PSA and like, can't stand to hear PSA slander. You're like a middle-aged dad that's been married for 15 years and has like 7 kids with a bitch that he's not in love with, hates, and everybody knows she's a bitch, and everybody like talks shit about her, and they're right, but you won't have it because that's your wife. But deep down inside, like, that is the toxic relationship that you have with PSA, and you stick together. The love left a long time ago. You only stick together for the kids, and the kids in this allegory are your cards. There, I said it. And if you left, then the kids would suffer. Ooh, like how does it feel to be a middle-aged dad stuck in a toxic relationship for his kids? That's what you guys are at PSA. So, I won't apologize for that. I said what I said and I meant it. So, thank you for entertaining me rant and ramble a bit about my absolute disgust and loathing of PSA. Mark my words, I think that them acquiring BGS is only going to make things worse. And you could quote this video, watch how well this video ages, watch the corruption. But yeah, appreciate you guys. Like, share, and subscribe. And that's pretty much it. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace. Deuces.
Noir!
That's it. Nice and hot. Yeah, boy.